Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. Today we are in the JCB and I'm about to put a bale in the pole shed. We need to get my cows into the barnyard. So we've tried, walking around them, trying to shush them up into the barnyard, but there's always some that are still out in the pasture. They never really all like to go in there all at once. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get them in. So I'm hoping that by not feeding them down the barnyard, I can put a bale up in the pole shed here and get them up into the pole shed. So that way there's less cattle down there, and hopefully they'll at least come up enough to where we can shut the gate and get all the cattle at least into the buildings. And then we can start working with them and we can sort the calves off and do all that other fun stuff. So the cows, I actually haven't gone down to see if they need a bale. They should be needing a bale today. But I'm gonna put a bale in the pole shed, and then if they are out of hay down here, I'm gonna open up the gates and everything into the pole shed to get them to go up in there. I just left it open the other day, hoping that by having the shelter up there that they would come up, and that wasn't enough to get them to come up in, because I put a new fodder bale in there and everything for them to lay on and just couldn't get them to come up. A couple came up and ate the hay, but they're hanging back out down the barnyard. So let's go get a bale, put it into the pole shed, and hopefully we can get them all up in here so we can start working them. That's what this video is going to be about. How much you shake and dance, the last few drops always get on your pants. Like shooting fish in a barrel. So I'm not going to let them up in here yet because there's still feed left down there. If I let them in here now, only the select few that are always chasing the newest feed are going to come up, and the rest are going to stay down there. So I'll let them finish that up first, make them feel a little bit pressed for feed. I'll open this up, and then they'll all want to come up at least into the buildings, and we can get them locked in. So on my Snapchat, someone had asked yesterday if the bale that I had fed into the pole shed for bedding, because they were up in here yesterday, was moldy. So as you guys can see, the fodder here is actually, it is moldy. And that's because this fodder bale is from last year. So last year was an easier year. I would call that an easy winter. And we didn't end up using all the fodder down there. So I'm trying to get some of this older fodder used up. And I figure might as well put it in here because this is one of the drier places, and before the calves stay in here, this is all going to get shoveled out with the JCB, pushed outside, and then they're going to get fresh bedding. So might as well use up the worst bales now. The outsides of them are pretty black, but the insides are dry at least. So this way they at least have some bedding. I don't want to go through all of the nice bedding right now, especially because it's like 30 degrees today. I mean, the snow is melting, so until the weather starts getting a little bit more pressed, then we'll start using the better bedding and the better feed. This is actually a pretty good bale, but you can see that bottom layer that got moldy because it was sitting on the ground. But it didn't go up too far into it, but it's definitely there. After some time passes, we're gonna let the cows in here and see if we can get them up into the buildings. So Travis and I managed to get my cows and calves into the pole shed. So today we're gonna sort them off so I can get the calves on feed. Kevin's there to help us. Let's go pester him. Hey Kevin, what's the difference between a goose and a swan?
I'm just here to be the rodeo clown. That's my job. I don't know. What's the difference?
He doesn't get paid. Seriously, what's the difference between a goose and a swan?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
No?
What is it?
Well, I don't know. You're supposed to tell me.
Don't keep me in suspense.
That's the ultimate question today.
The ultimate question. Well, you play duck, duck, goose, so they must be the same.
Yep.
No, they're not the same.
on, guys. Come on. Come on, be brave. Be brave. You know, Dad, if we want to have more space, we could kick the cows out into the barnyard. If you want another lot. So I'm worried that we're going to get them mixed up.
Yeah.
All right, Dad, what's the difference between a goose and a swan?
You said a duck and a goose.
No, I said a goose and a swan.
You said a duck and a goose.
How much you've had to drink?
Nobody seems to know. Travis, what's the difference between a goose and a swan?
What's the difference?
I'll tell you when everybody answers.
The swan's more like me.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm looking.
Oh, it's pretty like you? Okay. Do you have an answer?
Well, same family, just different types, right?
What's the physical difference between a swan and a goose, though?
Longer neck.
Okay, all right. Travis passed the test.
Too practical.
It's too practical. Yep. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Choice is nigh. Come on, guys. Come on. These are calves.
All calves?
Yep. Come on. Come on.
Bring the rest of them.
Come on.
Ryan, to your right. Bring them.
Come on.
Cool. Come here, dude.
Come on.
Peter.
Cow. Cow.
And just do 2 or 3 or 4 of the cows then. Dad, switch the cows. 4 cows.
Cows. Come on, girls. Perfect.
3 cows. I see 3 cows.
1,
You?
2, 3, 4.
Okay, come on, baby. Cow. Alright. Oh. Cow! Oh, calf, calf, calf. Got it, we're good. Kind of like this double redundancy sorting. Works good though.
Makes life a lot easier.
Yeah! Hey, Ryan. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, calf, 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 calf. Careful. Watch out, Dad. All right, here you go. So 30 plus whatever you got in that lot.
Well, there you have it. We just got all of them sorted off. Having 2 lots is really nice. Be able to sort everything into different groups. I mean, I don't think that was very stressful.
As much, I don't know. My opinion is split. The manure pile actually slowed it down enough, and we can do the same thing with parking the skid steer there.
Mm-hmm. Those are all the heifers right there.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Exactly.
That literally took like 20 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Shoot, we used to spend all day setting up gates and planning everything out, and
Like I said, now you get to listen to the fa la 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 of cows, calves bawling all
can you
night.
hear the jingle bells ringing?
Alright.
I can say we need to nail a 2x6 on here.
One calf bounced off it, didn't you?
So this gate can't go over the center, we'll nail it right through here into that post.
That way you can actually throw it up against it if you got to.
Right, so that's basically the only modification I was ever using. Pretty good otherwise.
We just got the calves sorted off. Now I'm going out to pick up all that manure that we left sitting in the lot in the pole shed. I'm going to be hauling it to this bottom of this corn strip out here below where I parked these bales because our spreader broke down. The floor started sliding out of it. So until we figure out what we're going to do with that, this is just going to have to be pushed out into the field for now, since we need to get the calves in here so we can get them weaned off, and then when it comes time to bring Dad's up so we can sort them off, we're going to put Dad's calves up in here, and mine are going to get kicked down into the steer lot. So I'm going to clean out the pole shed right now to get all this out of here, put some fresh bedding out, put some feed in for them, and then I'm going to kick them out of the lot down here and get them back up in the pole shed where I can start feeding them corn every day. I got the bunks set up so you can start feeding them corn in there. I'm gonna be working mine up to a creep feeder, which I have down in the steer lot. So I wanna basically do what I did last year and give them a bucket more every day. You wanna make sure that they don't overeat. And we found that by using a creep feeder, we can actually save on feed. We did a comparison to how long they lasted, and it definitely saves you having a creep feeder because they don't engorge themselves whenever you come out to feed them. If they have full access to the feed full time, they just eat whenever they're hungry, which is still pretty much all the time, but there is a difference. 28, 29, 30, 31. I have 31 in here. We have one green tagged one that's Dad's. She's getting loaded up and taken down to British with the rest of them when we bring his out here to be sorted off. Now that probably couldn't have gone any smoother unless they all sorted themselves off one by one, but I'll never believe that ever happens in the history of ever. So I'm actually feeling pretty good. I mean, that was really easy. I'm starting to feel like a farmer. But wait, being a farmer is not easy. So we got the calves up in the pole shed. Now we just have to feed the calves, and then we can sit and listen to the cows bawl. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out the tracks in the JCB. That's a never-ending job, especially on a day like today where it's super windy but super warm, so it's also super muddy. Oh, that's the good stuff. Yeah. Cleaning tracks is easy, they said. Be fun, they said. What I'd give for a heated chop. It's really important on a day like today, where it's as warm as it is, to try to clean these tracks as much as possible. Because if I don't, then it's gonna get down to -10 and it's gonna freeze the tracks up. So it's always best to just do your best cleaning them as much as you can. Now, if it's a colder day, you can get by with not cleaning them as well, but if it's a colder day, you're not gonna have as much manure in the tracks either. So days like today where everything's melting and it's a lot warmer than it really has any right to be, those are the days that you gotta clean them out as best you can, because those are the days where you get the most manure up in them. Try not to spill as best you can.
Ryan, it's stuck!
Oh, now you need my help.
It's stuck!
Right.
Ah! That hurt.
Next time.
turn one way, I turn the other. Why would you do this?
I don't know. Because I stacked them like 6 months ago.
Son! Wow, you're so strong.
Big strong man.
Where? Not you. I'm just kidding. Oh. I got you, son.
Oh, look what you did! How could you do this, Hannah?
Wow!
Oh, boy.
Heck! Oh, heck! Look at what you...
Get in there and get every single one of those kernels out of there. It's all your fault. Gosh. Gosh darn it.
Stop it!
It's not that big a deal.
Because you did it, it's not a big deal. But
I
if
wouldn't-
I had done it...
No, I wouldn't have made a big deal out of it if you did. Well, actually, I would have, but...
Alright, so what's this question you've been dying to ask me? Because I've been dying to answer it. Hear it.
Okay. Tell me the difference between a swan and a goose. What's the difference between a swan and a goose, Hannah? You have 10 seconds.
Is a swan a female and a goose a male?
No.
What's the difference then? The necks? Goose, geese, swans have like black things on their eyes and geese have orange beaks.
The story behind the whole question of what's the difference between a swan and a goose, because my cousin Mitchell and I got at it because the iPhones do not have the emoji of a goose. So, Doc and Mitch were going back and forth in the group chat, duck, 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 and I put a swan for goose. And Mitchell lost his mind. He's like, they're not even close to the same thing. And I'm like, okay, tell me the difference. What's the difference between a swan and a goose? And he couldn't tell me. So my theory is that most people can't tell the difference between a swan and a goose. And
Swans
so far,
may be bigger.
you and Travis gave me tangible evidence that you might know the difference between a swan and a goose. You said neck, and that's one, but also their wings.
Neck?
Yeah, neck length.
Oh, no, I said swans have black things around their eyes and geese have orange beaks.
That might be true too, but I know that the big thing is the neck and the
size.
wings. Yeah, like there's the size of their wings.
You're
and-
right. We right? It's right. Do I have to put it in the little one?
No, I'll put them all up here for now. That's for Travis and Dad.
What's wrong?
That's for Travis and Dad's calves. I just put it in there so that they can use it. So that's pretty much a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All how farms work. And I hope you all have a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
We'll see y'all next time. Well, that didn't take very long at all.